In this video, I'm going to talk about Saturday of Summer in City. If you didn't see my Friday video, it's just there. Check that out before you check today out, because it may not make as much sense. Saturday is the main day of Summer in the City. Everything happens on this day. Everything is supposed to happen on this day, at least. And wow, it was hectic and busy. I'm just going to pick up George and say hi, because I haven't seen him in like a year, which is crazy. And everyone's queuing. And so many people came, and it's crazy because this was my 4th year. It's crazy seeing how much bigger it's gotten and how much Summer in City has progressed, both in organisation and just in general, really. And it was so cool. Saturday I went to the filmmaking panel where all my favourite filmmakers were there, all the short film people that I love were there. As you can see, I've got Sammy Paul and Bertie's posters on my wall. Wait for it. Will this work? Look, Rocks That Bleed. Shout out to these babes. And it was great. It was so interesting.
To start with, I guess my voice sort of developed out of necessity of I wanted to make stuff, but I didn't have any like money to make anything or any resources really, so I used what I had access to, which at the time when I kind of got started with making stuff was very simple things like cardboard and duct tape and tissue paper and stuff like that, and then that kind of using stuff like that out of necessity became an aesthetic choice that I actually thought looked cool and different, and not too many people were doing that because yeah, it's you're telling a story and you just do whatever you can to tell it, and the audience will just believe what you show them.
It was also interesting because Melanie was on it, Melanie Murphy, and she has not yet released her first short movie. So she's in a similar place as me and some other creators I know, which is really cool to have a big, like, diverse amount of people there some who have made like loads of short films, some people who have worked on feature films, and then people who are only just working on their first ever short film.
When you dive into it, you realise things that do and don't work as you go. Like, I didn't have certain people I should have hired to do certain things like continuity and just assistant directing, and even splitting up scenes, angles, takes, you know, all that stuff, planning, grouping them by day scenes, night scenes. All that stuff, I was like, oh my god. We got there, we hired this Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, and everyone, all the crew and the actors and stuff, we stayed over there a couple of nights, and on the first night we were looking at like making a plan of like everything we had to do, because it was a very quick turnaround. I had it's for a buffer festival, so I had a very short amount of time, and it's all self-funded. I had to organise everything myself, so I now know that if I ever do this again, I'm going to be a lot more organised.
It was really interesting because they spoke about their mistakes a lot, and that would allow us, the tiny little filmmakers, to learn from other people's mistakes, which will be good because it means we won't make them and it'll help us progress faster. I went to the musician panel, which was lovely, and learning about the different experiences that musicians who are not part of the YouTube community have, and musicians who are part of the YouTube community have, and how being a YouTuber musician, as the media likes to put it, can hold you back as a creator.
Labels are so scared of YouTube because they don't understand what it is. It's been 12 years since it started, and they have no clue about it. You would think a musician that has their own fan base has access to getting loads of views and lots of exposure, and writes their own music and can sell out like shows in London, etc. You think a label would be like, oh my goodness, we don't have to do any work, we don't have to put money in? Yes, but they look at you like, so you upload them on the YouTube? Yes, and then they get them again. So whenever there's any kind of press coverage, like when I was doing the magnetizer tour, we had some press running around it, YouTuber musician Emma Blackberry, and I'm like, YouTuber musician.
And of course, Saturday, the day of the LGBT panel, it was so good. I can't really get over how incredibly well the people on the panel spoke. I didn't expect Miles to be so down to earth and mature in the way he spoke. Melanie, again, was incredible. Rose and Rosie, who I've already seen on the LGBT panel last year, I think, were again lovely and truly informed and had a lot to say about the subject and about being people and creators in the YouTube community that are LGBT.
Don't feel like you need to carry anyone else's weight but your own, and yeah, there's always going to be people to support you.
You have a platform to be able to sort of like express your opinions and raise really important things like this, and I think you absolutely should. But again, like Miles said, if it's not necessarily something you're comfortable with, then don't do it. But the moment that you do and you're passionate about it, that's going to have way more impact anyway.
This is the first time in forever that you're able to, in the comfort of your own home or your library or your computer, wherever you are, by yourself, you can choose to like hear the words from someone from across the other side of the world and resonate with that and grow from it. And that's something that's so unique and so human, and that's something that's never been done before. And that's something that, you know, I feel like, you know, if you're 13, 14, 15 in 2017 right now, that's so special, because there's kids like in their bio, it's like, I'm agender, my pronouns are they, them. Like, first of all, that was not there when your parents were, you know, growing up in the 70s or the 80s, let alone if it was there, it wasn't necessarily a safe space, or they didn't have the language for it, or they weren't able to just, you know, go home after a hard day of school, log on, and then have people there for them. So we're very lucky to be in today. And yeah, you know, you do share some things, you don't share other things, but as long as you're just being you on the platform, that's the most important thing.
This year was the first year that the LGBT panel was on the main stage, and so there were crowds and crowds and crowds of people watching this really gay panel, and it was great. It was so much fun. I saw my friend Cameron, who I met last year, who I will link down below. It was so nice to actually sing with him, finally, because I've wanted to for so long, because I love his singing so much.
I don't know, every time. And if you happy, well, that's okay, baby, only words bleed. Inside these pages, you just hold me. I won't ever let you go. Wait for me to come home.
His channel is Magic Envelope, so I recommend checking it out. And then Saturday evening we went to a YouTube party in the O2, and being with so many people that I love so much and am now so close to was so much fun. Friends such as Chloe, who I'd seen drunk on Twitter but not in real life, and I got to experience that beauty. It was incredible and lovely, and I keep saying incredible, but honestly this event just makes me so happy. I can't get over how happy it makes me. Okay, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely holiday, and I hope your summer's great, or wherever you are, I hope your winter's great. It depends where you're living. Remember to comment, subscribe and like if you enjoyed this. Check out all my social media because they're all down below. I'm quite gay and queer on them, so just go check it out. Anyway, bye!